Hello. Congratulations once more on making it to the weekend. Your reward is more of me streaming. Well, we're running out of UFO 50 games to play. For once, things are being forecasted in the title. So, last time we just played Valbrace. We discovered that Valbrace is a pretty good game. Timer on this file keeps going up because I keep booting it just to play Get Me Out from somewhere else. $48 cherries, 50 golds. Now, if one winner bit from last stream is to be believed, we're basically there for Valbrace. All we have left is Avianos gift for our little buddy. Because we still haven't gone back to that ever since we got gold on it. Let's hop back into Valbrace. Alright, where are we? We got a ball, keys, iron, cool shields, potions, and this coin that our best friend gave us. I'm pretty sure this coin is tantamount to how we get cherry disc on this. Before I started the stream, I had to make sure that I actually remembered the inputs for the most important spells. Minor heal and map. Or we're relearning the ropes. Gate open somewhere. I can do this all day, pal. Alright, seems kind of like the gestures in that little bro doesn't want to attack if I'm in his face. Broke. gate open somewhere. Alright, what we've learned from last time is to not put all the gems immediately in the big fancy spire. What's poppin'? Hey Jimbo. We are attempting to cherry Valbrace. A process we're apparently right on the cusp of, according to Winterbit at the end of last stream. Fortunately, we are good at manipulating our enemies to leaving themselves open in the face of my blade. Max health, high MP, that's what we like to see. Alright, I don't think I care about any of that. Yeah, that just takes us back where we were earlier. Never in fear. GLHF. Hi, Jupiter News. Can't go that way. Broke. Can't go that way. This is the second time you've tuned into one of my streams while sick, except this is the recovery day and not the initial day of. I'm glad to hear that you're getting well. Get looped, losers. Yeah, that's unblockable. You remember now. Ouch. Well, the good news is that continuing from game over is basically the same as continuing from reloading save, which is what we just did at the start of this stream. We're not casting passage to go through that door because it leads to a hole that kills you immediately. We learned this last stream. Reggie, GLHF, my friend. Hey, Noobster. Thank you. Alright, do you big stupid attack. Yeah, like that. We beat this game last stream. We are... fell for it. We are attempting to chariot, which we're apparently pretty close to doing. object I swung. Oh, there we go. An unopened gate. Buddy. Another unopened gate. Damn, shame we died after we pressed all those levers. Rope. The benefits of knowing when the enemy is going to attack. That still goes nowhere. Stop walking over there like it's going to do something. Take this ruby. And be on our merry way. Immediately not dealing with jesters because we hate them. They love bouncing around out of reach, being annoying. accidentally inputting a dodge roll, remembering that's a mechanic in this game. Alright, what's in here? Honestly, I have no clue if bronze plate is better than iron plate. Iron simply sounds better. Something valuable metal's not actually that useful for forging or something. A gate open somewhere. There's the switch I was looking for. Now we return from whence we came. Fell for it. We'll throw one gem in there. my god, shut up. I'm trying to look at the map. Yeah, so this was a roundabout way to go nowhere. Alright, buddy. All these guys are sitting in the background hoping that their friend is the one who kills me. Alright, so we exited from north, let's exit from south. I remember one of these doors opens immediately into a lava pit. Leather. Do I look like someone who needs leather armor? Oh man, it's this place again. So, are you gonna give me another key like you did last time? That is a gem. Whoops. There's a key. A gate open somewhere. gate open somewhere. Here's my friend. Again we meet. What a journey has been, a friend. I feel we shall not meet again, so if you need anything, ask now. Red for green. Mario and Luigi core gifting. Hey, hi Bridget. We are currently attempting to figure out how to cherry this game. Run on ground with this coin until mobs get involved. Snake Woman jump scare. Maybe for you. I've probably killed at least like 20 of them so far this stream. Plus like 40 more last stream. Inventory's too full to take it. Suspiciously green throne. I didn't interact with this last time. I looked at it and then I decided not to sit in it. It does seem to be a legitimate throne. Now our stats are a very pleasant looking 11 in all respects. Can't unlock that, don't need to, there's a faster path that doesn't involve sitting around waiting for 500 spikes. Not to be confused with 1001 spikes. Wow, live Twitch being so awful today. Unsurprisingly common occurrence. It's a large sapphire glistening like ocean waves. It's a large emerald shining like the eye of a beast. Broke. Fell for it again award. GLHF Ragey, you mostly be lurking because you got the music production bug. Hi, winner. And also GLHF making music. Is it going to be more UFO 50 remixes? Thank you, and yes. Nice. Hi, Vex of Nexus. Welcome to the stream. Suspiciously out of reach fountain. That's where you just game room. No, I was trying to go to the right, but I accidentally fat fingered down. Okay, can one of you do literally anything? Thank you. Finally cutting in and out stopped. Welcome to the land of the living. You haven't missed much. It's been aimless wandering. You even get to hear me say anything barely. Classic. So it seems like we've seen basically everything on the south side. I wasn't expecting her to do that attack. I was, like, out of range. Alright, do it. No, not you. As you were saying earlier, Snake Lady. As I was saying, it's not a jump scare when you've been fighting them for half an hour. Anyway, welcome to the stream for real this time. That's not right. Tails. Tails. Good to see the crackhead lizard that's still here. Yeah, we got Kremlings. Buddy. Tails. Heads. You float to the ground, your flight ended. Whoops. Well, I haven't got set on fire by the coin, which is better progress than we were making last time. Fell for it again award. Alright, swing at me. Mr. Ragey, 50 UFOs are aware this might be the last time you're playing their games on stream, so they're sending a message. They love you. Love you too, guys. I wouldn't hold my breath, though, because I still don't know if I'm any good at Avianos. And that is most of what we have left. Whoops. I simply live with the pain. Anyway, hi PJ. Where's that suspiciously out of reach fountain? Lava's not instant death? No, falling into pits is, but lava's not. Crack Kremlings featuring coked out jesters even. Spin bars. Here's a suspiciously out of reach fountain. Heads. You fall to your death. How do you even fall in a pit in this game? Like that. I can also show you how to do it very quickly. Watch this. How'd that happen? I had flight from the coin, but flight from the coin lasted very short, so it wore off. Anyway, yeah, if you gate that gate passageway at the very beginning and walk through it, you simply fall and die. It's pretty great. Puppets. Yeah, that's one of this floor's enemies. And the previous floor, since, you know, same biome. And snake people. Yeah, it's a pretty busy floor. We've also got these demon hands. Yeah, floor masters too. Fell for it again, award. Alright, buddy, square up. Gotta get back in the mindset of looping my enemies to oblivion. And they're multi-armed and dangerous. Multi-armed, yes. Dangerous, pending. Heads. Tails. Well, now, at least now we can look at the rubies in spec text. It's a large ruby, the color of blood in the dim light. Seems like they always drop a longsword right there for some reason. Can you slash those bullets before they hit you? I don't know, but you can definitely block them. Or the rock beat sword? Likely. Heads. Steel plate, now that sounds like gear. Well, I'm still using the rapier. It's very effective for what it is. Lord Fancy Puss is raiding with the party too. Rapier's lovely. I see Vex knows what's up. You know, I was going to say, with a name like Vex of Nexus, you just inherently sound like you'd be a Valbrace fan, but I thought that would be a bit stereotypical, but I think that I was correct. Anyway, you're in good company, because I enjoy this game. It's got those squiggly things on the guard. Hey, true, look at it. It's got like a little snail. Yeah, hi Fancy Puss. What were you up to on this fine whatever time it is? Back on Silksong tonight? Yeah, one of my friends just got gifted that. I'm on fire now. I'm on fire and poisoned. Yeah, since that friend and I are actually an esteemed family playing, this also means that legally I can also play Silksong. That's where we took our ruby from. Invalid spell. How about you go to hell? Alright, buddy, get down here. Well, look, nothing. I thought I'd already flipped that. He's gone backwards. He should have casted the map. Flip the coin. Heads. You toss the red coin into the fountain, the water shines red. You feel a surge of energy and a compulsion to speak. I wish for transformation, for treasure, for honor. Yeah, find a stronger sword, but find it not worth the hassle. Not gonna lie, I haven't equipped any other weapons. I have no clue if they're like faster or slower than like the rapier. Like the rapier has carried me through thick and thin. This rapier is my bestie, and I would go to the ends of the earth for it. Anyway, yeah, I guess in hindsight that makes sense. Toss the coin into the fountain. I'm mildly amused by the fact that coin gave us fly, so we're still just gently bobbing up and down as we go through this. I don't care about buying anything from Chrome, so I don't think I want treasure. Transformation can mean a lot of things. Honor could also mean a lot of things. Honor? A dream for the weak. You'd need no honor. No more bobbing. No more red coin. It's lost forever. Ouch. Turns out Valbrace's TV Tropes page says that rapier is boring but practical. I mean, it's worked. Whoops. The fountains run dry. Dough. Have I done something incorrectly? Ouchie. Now you're wondering what the other options would have done. We could load save and, like, test around with it. And get over here. Yo, can you, like, stop? You rock. Me when I reach the end of a stage in Guitar Hero. It's true. Yeah, that's my line. The story is true. I wish you did play some Guitar Hero as a kid, but you were bad at it. I wasn't amazing at it either. Do the Nagas stay frozen for longer because, you know, they're snakes? That's cute if true. No, take me back where I just came from. There we go. Yeah, time makes fools of us all. I wonder how the female enemy employee room looks for UFO 50. Trying to think of any besides a Naga off the top of my head. Yeah, this is just to start the floor. Yeah. I guess there are those like demons in UFO 15 or in Grimstone. The Fallen or whatever they are. Main antagonists included. Oh yeah, that if you include an antagonist, that includes Hawk Commander. Nothing doing here. Oh, I haven't seen bats in a while. Yeah, they're kind of just here. Would that include Minnie's sister? Okay. I don't know if I would call her the antagonist of Minnie and Max, but... Oh, Naga's what? Bracers. Not gonna lie, there's something weirdly creepy about that one enemy sprite. What, the Naga? Gate open somewhere. The flaming head that's just staring at you with that thin smile. Not the one I just saw. Go on the floor. I'm still being damaged by the spikes. This sucks, man. Not that one either. Oh, you mean the encounter sprite, not the actual enemy. Fell for it award. You're wondering why the Nagas have breasts and navels given that they're reptiles? You should know we have a trope for that. Mr. TV Tropes. Always trying to outdo me in my TV tropes and... Also, yeah, sideways facing encounter sprite. Yeah, enemies don't always know you're there. They just usually do. The rest could possibly be venom sacks. They did drop a poison sack item earlier. You never know. As famously said in Tony Hawk. Snitties. Bruh. What? Loser. Wow, thanks for nothing, Pierce. That one I just saw. Yeah, I'm but you throw Vex and Horn in jail if you could. What? Fell forward award. In my defense, the Naga hadn't attacked yet. Alright, buddy. Yeah, you ain't slick. Man, I thought that this was somewhere else. Can you give me a key, friend? You're honestly a bit surprised that I try using their other arms to attack. They do have the multi-swing, which is kinda close. Sinister MF. Oh, hi, Kremlin. Oh. Oh yeah, key. Exactly what I was thirsting for. Friend, I lost your coin. Can you live with me? Alas. Man, I'm trying to leave. Can you, like, get lost? Trying to do cartographing. Cartographing? Could just say cartography, but that's not as fun. Man, where the hell am I? Is there a chair somewhere else for to upgrade? Yeah, it's suspiciously green, but it seems to be friendly. Look, can one of you, like, attack me within, like, my lifetime? Yeah, like that. Damn it, this is where I just was. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, pal. Did not mean to input that. Invalid spell. How about you go to invalid hell? Our cartography accomplished. Pain runs through and your body twists. You are remade. Oh, it's Chet Rippo. Except it's kind of worse than Chet Rippo because I'm still like losing out on general stats, it seems like. I wonder, like, is this a poison fountain? I wonder, like, if I'm going to get better results if I throw this coin into a fountain that's not a poison fountain. You recently decided to walk about 3.5 miles for Domino's because you want stuffed crust. Was alright, but not worth. Sad. At least you respect the crust. Oh wait, it's the exact same counter. Are we just gonna get, like, the same RNG? If we do the exact same actions every time. Toss a coin to your fountain. I want treasure. Greedy fool, you deserve naught, so naught you'll get. Steals all my essence. This is so sad. Okay, so let's look for a fountain that's not abysmal dog shit and try throwing the coin in that. Fountain Spirit is an asshole, it seems. It's Animal Crossing City Folk all over again. Yeah, that's a abysmal glorp water fountain. We don't like drinking the glorp water. I'm not gonna fall for it. Do your big swing. As it was foretold. Okay, so now I run into the issue of I have no clue what fountains on this floor are good. Who's ready for me to run around like a chicken with my head cut off? Well, I mean, I was already doing that, but who's ready for me to continue doing that? Just like Realm of the Mad God. Never played it, or watched it. I've heard of it, but that's the best you're getting from me. Hi, Crone. Alright, let's see if this is any worth. Hello, enemies. Where are you? That is a lot of stamina consumption. A lot of stamina consumption, and it seems like it's doing the exact same amount of damage. Sorry, I ever doubted you, baby. Fell for it again, Award. Okay, pal. There's that freaking fountain that I hate. That freaking lever that summons a rock. Alright, PJ, is this the fireball guy staring at me that you're thinking of? Yep, that's the one. Brother, who do you think you are? big black pupils always do it for you. Yeah, I see the vision. Breath stares into your soul. Man. Snakes usually die from cold like that because being cold-blooded, I guess she's just built different. She does seem to stay frozen longer than other enemies, though, so... she's not built completely differently. Thought I saw a passage, gate, like, crack in the wall. Like, see, look, she's just back there, lingering. Oh, okay, you're gonna begin with your finisher. Who do you think you are? The Breaker Beam in Super Mario RPG Remix, specifically? Get out of my pocket. I'll simply live with the pain. Had to make sure it was a fountain that's worth throwing my coin into. Man. Absolutely not. Standing here, I realize maybe I need to pause, rethink this, and stand in the place where I am. Whoopsie. Oh, that's why I thought the two locked doors were in a different place than they were. Because, It was the same location from the other side. Invalid smell. How about you invalidate these nuts? Don't care. Give it to me. You wonder what dictates grits? Me too. That's the abysmal glorp water fountain. Suffering. You pat out the flames wreathing your body. Does a man know where I can get a good drink around here? Do it. Well, we've tried being at that fountain. And we don't get enough airtime to safely retreat. Oh. Crackling, if you will. This is incorrect because it would be spelled with a K. Yoink. Oh yeah, that's why I haven't gone over here. You have an idea for how you could reach that fountain and get back? Insert quote from director from Psychonauts 1 here. Her name's Becky. Becky Houndstooth. I thought you were the #1 Becky fan. You should know this. Well, if I floated out to it, let myself run out flight while standing next to it, and then reset my float before tossing the coin in? Dubious inquiry. I'm pretty sure I drank from a fountain that's not abysmal, and also isn't the one floating above the pit, though. And make no mistake, I will run across the entire map looking for it. Hey buddy, hey buddy, hey buddy. You're not slick. See, now I'm just back where I was. Where there's only one fountain in it. Makes me feel like throwing up. Does she? Man, shut up. Man, shut up. Here's my friend Red Knight. How the mobsters don't get burned, nobody knows. The same way that the mobsters don't, the same way the mobsters don't get hit by the rock and it just hits me. Also, wow, BS Rock. I could have avoided it, but I'm zonked from hours of wandering around this dungeon. Yippee, exactly what I was thirsting for. Oh, so that basically, flying through that basically gets me nothing. That's cool and awesome. Fell for it again, Ward. There's the stupid fountain that I hate. Hard mode for this game wouldn't be interesting or even it being expanded upon. Common sentiment for UFO 50. Though, what exactly would you do to make it harder? Legally speaking, you are allowed to cast any spell as long as you have the MP for it. And that would make things a lot easier. It's just a chest. Yeah, that just goes nowhere. Well, for one, the enemies could have, like, actual combos they could try to do. Oh, actually leaning more into the punch-out side of this game. Making it so I can't just shield everything. Like a little shield user. Little bro sits there and blocks and then, like, just blocks and retaliates. Who does he think he is? Also different attacks to mix it up. Bro just sits there and waits for the Naga to do its really telegraphed attack and then kills it immediately. Who does he think he is? Like Naga actually using her daggers here? Yo, she totally is holding daggers and just never uses them. What the heck? Alright, get me out. From Valbrace. Hands, not even once. Calling these hands, calling them all left hands because they don't deserve rights. Ice Block just seems like easy mode. When you have the MP to cast it and you have the speed to like get your MP back. Everybody's doing one thing. Everybody's doing that one thing over and over and hitting your shield, and everybody's just sitting in shield and waiting. Me when I'm Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch. Boink. Smash 4 too. Don't forget. Yeah, I gotta keep the references hip, I say, as I reference a game that's gonna be 8 years old. Naga says, fuck that, get the hell out of your shield, you're dead. Shields are actually real bad in Ultimate. Damn, I vaguely remember them being the thing. Bonk. Bonk. You'll send a vid later. I assume it's the one you're quoting. Oh yeah, by the way, hi Bongo Turtles. Yeah, the ice block is silly. Why don't you just simply negate all enemies for like 7 seconds? Surely you won't regret making your enemies do nothing. Also, no more dodging. No more SpongeBob. Alright, so that's the west exit. That's the east exit. Casting Minor Heal to heal 2% of my HP bar. This is how you know I'm a gamer. Is that fountain poison? Last time I drank from it, I'm pretty sure it was poison. We can drink from it again for fun. Delicious. Glorp fountain that we hate. Yep. I mean, she kind of slashes with her sword and dagger at the same time, but that's barely noticeable. Hi. Yeah, I imagine as a viewer, it's probably a bit easier to see that than when you're me, engaged in combat. Fell forward again, award. Oh yeah. Hello, friend. Also, it's that creepy face again. Bro wants to be acknowledged. How bro looks at you when he's desperate for attention and it's just that sprite. Do I have the coin? I should. Yeah, it's right there, below my rapier. Same as it ever was. I've tried giving it back to them, and they don't want it. I mean, they're the one who gave it to me. Ah, okay. Yeah. Bone? Try that again. She really thought she was about to do something. A gate open somewhere. Toss the red going into the fountain. The water shines red. I think this is a good fountain. You feel lighter and more focused in your purpose. Yeah, Naga can't play the game. Ouch. Interesting trade. Hi, suspiciously fake real chair. Even me out, baby. Know why I got double ones in all my stats? Because I'm double first. Such honor you embody. I had sought to depose the fell, lord of this place, but I see now that destiny is yours. The Red Knight gives you the Red Star Sword. That's what we've been waiting for. What if I give it back? Alright, we have a evil eyeball woman to go kill. Oh, that has a long swing. This is not my beautiful rapier. This is not my beautiful rapier. Yes, I will in fact sit here and get as much MP as I can back. Surely they'll never think to look in the exact same place a second time. Standing here, I realize you were just like me, trying to make history. That's the Red Knight, just before they gave me the Red Star Sword. Stand in the place where I are. Alright, I think that's enough. Let's put the funny back on. Throw all of our gems in here. I think we actually got some MP back when we threw the first gem in. I guess this does count as like passing turns. Alright, Abyss Lord, square up. Oh, dang. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Get me out from Cyber Elves. Final boss? Yeah, this is who we came here to kill. Anyway, I add Abyss Lord to the list of UFO 50 antagonistic women. Yo, can I have more of those, like, sword beams you offered me earlier? Reminds you of Kalocto's cool face horrifying innards. You're referencing things I'm unfamiliar with. Skyward Sword boss? Ah. Despite a valiant effort, you've met your demise. Girl, what are you? She's the Abyss Lord, baby. Hungry? She's giving me the big slappy. Oh, dang it. I'm too used to my rapier. I'm too used to having the ability to actually, like, attack, like, 7 times. And by 7, I mean 17. Well, I almost beat the game. Legally speaking, I already have. I'm just trying to get Cherry. Might want more strength or something. Can I equip that sword before the final boss? I did. That's literally what I did. Like, you can't change gear in fight because, like, the button you use, like, you press X to access your menu. And, like, in combat, that's just how you do regular attacks. So I cannot simply equip my beautiful rapier. Why not use the sword to get more used to how it controls? Well, I wasn't expecting it to be this abysmal dog shit. This is not my beautiful rapier indeed. Ouchie. Anyway, you bet your sweet Bippy we're continuing this game. This goes nowhere. Why am I going over here? Backwards facing encounter sprite. Yeah, rare moment where the enemies don't want to acknowledge you. Yeah, as I sit here and I repeatedly cheese these enemy encounters more and more, I get more what you mean by saying hard mode for this game. loser. Toss a coin to your Witcher. I just have to remember how to get out of here. Not that direction. Buddy. I'm starting to wonder if there even is a chair on this floor. There is, it's just green. It's green because it can be placed here. It must have been AFK when I used it last time. Okay, I did notice that this does have a charged attack. And it seems to be ignoring enemy block, which is a pretty major thing to have been missing out on. It uses up quite a bit of stamina with each swing. Yeah, that's why I've been saying this is not my beautiful rapier. Okay, that charged attack seems to be the way to go. At least when it crits, because when it crits, it's literally like killing people in one hit. Start not giving the knight a charged smash attack, as opposed to an uncharged smash attack. I say it sarcastically, but that's literally how smash attacks work. This is where I think he is. Okay, but where are those projectiles that I was promised? Trying to figure out if the charged attack takes more stamina. Seems like it. Because it needs like a third of your meter. Now that you've compared it to a smash attack, I keep hearing that, like, gun sound that they make in some of the Smash games when they start charging. Brawl specifically has that sound. I know they started phasing it out for some characters in the later games, like Wii Fit Trainer just plays like a whistle. Oh, the Red Star Sword just ignores my inventory limit, I see. The 1 in 4 and ult sounds more like a drum beat. Man, fuck off. Oh, is it Zelda? Does my health have to be full to shoot sword beams? I didn't shoot any sword beams, like, throughout the rest of that fight, though, even though I literally just drank the red potion. You see, here's the chair. The incredibly convenient green chair. I hope this allows me to use this sword more effectively. Okay, it definitely seems to be swinging faster. Still not my beautiful rapier, but it's a bit closer. There is a chair? Yeah, see, I told you. Yeah, the Nagas are weak dice. Yeah, see, that's what we've been thinking. Do I have to be holding up? It seems like it. Do I have to hold up and do a smash attack with it? Not west. Not east. North. Okay, does it just have to be an enemy out of range? Because now I'm not holding up at all, and my health isn't full. Now, how does this work? Being able to hit airborne enemies is pretty good NGL. Yeah, considering that like every part of the final boss is airborne, now I just have to figure out how to actually trigger these reliably. Oh yeah, I forgot that you counter that. Whoops. Fuck that, get out of your shield, you're dead. Naga 2026. She's sick and tired of my malarkey. Understandably so. Okay, I think I've figured out how to more reliably roll. You have to like quarter circle it. Anyway, get out of your shield is also something I can say with my smash attack. I don't think legally any enemies are allowed to spawn in here. This is my tiny little passage hallway. Because as we all know, enemies don't know how to use doors. What does the bone even do? I don't know. It's probably something like you equip at the start of a combat. Or you equip it before you enter combat and you like throw it or something, I don't know. I'm gonna take this time to drink some water. Back and freshly hydrated. Accidentally disconnected my controller because of my lousy USB. But not to worry, it's back. Look at the mini-map. Everybody is sick and tired of waiting on me. Wow. Yeah. They're like, bro, you cannot hide in the corner forever. It seems like I am most reliably getting the projectiles if I hold up. But it seems like I also need more stamina to cast it, because I'm pretty sure it took like half of my meter just to fire one off. Yeah, they're impatient. Yeah, the enemies, they can wait. Yeah, whatever you say, Abyss Lord. First strike. Yeah, it seems like you have to be holding up, and your shot can't get like you can't like hit something that won't be hurt by it. I'm going to not kill the ruby because I would like to ignore the part where you get to do your 5 million summons of dudes who have like hyper speed. Alright, lady, square up. Okay, so maybe it's not holding up. Maybe it is also full health and also a whole bunch of other malarkey that was never explained to me. I've also noticed that, like, I'm not regenning MP at all, which is kind of uncool. Honestly, I'm pretty sure she has a phase 2 still. Anyway, this is why the Red Star Sword is the worst weapon in the game, and the rapier is significantly better. We're gonna go play Avianos now. The enemy starts with extra seeds. I'm not taking that map. You're not going to give the enemy 2 free castles right off rip. I will be resetting for decent map generation. We saw how it impacted Adult last time. You tried playing Bug Hunter the other day, and oh my goodness, it's so effing impossible. I was taking like half an hour to complete one day, so I can understand where you're coming from. You are not going to literally start me between 2 mountains. Finally, something that like has some semblance of sanity. I still don't really have any particular clue how to play this game, so we're going to hope that we can figure it out. Can you tell you're not a fan of strategy games, turn-based or real-time? You're awful at them? Understandable. I haven't played too many of them throughout my life either. Yeah, give me more seeds. Now, I have no clue what I'm doing, but I've heard that Brontor maxing is decent. So I'm going to see if we can, like, rush Brontor, perhaps. Get decent sacred offerings, prices. And then, like, your enemy expands. And this MF can move diagonal, can't he? Of course. Yeah, I'm just not going to be allowed to, like, pray to the dinosaur that allows me to, like, build more things to summon troops. It's illegal, you know. Well, we're going to continue Brontor maxing, I guess. Give me the world's cheapest sacred offerings. Yeah, see, look, now I can spend these 2 bones and get 2 favor. Fortunately, we're too broke to afford to make muster nests. Yeah, I expected. What we need is some more workers. course, I bless my Rexodon, and then we get locked out of Rexodon. I'll take the cheaper builds. Too broke to recruit. They have mountain moves, so we're about to be in contention for this castle. Alright, let's see how terrible of an idea this is. They only have 2 mages. That's pretty bad for me, I think, actually. Oh, we're outspacing them. We're outspacing them. It's my castle now. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. Give me some cheaper units. We're under attack again. They are once more asking for me to stop shooting them with bows. I've built all these nests, and they keep hogging Quetzal, so I'm not allowed to muster. We seize the means of production. Now that's a lot of mustering. Assuming you stop hogging Quetzal at any point within my current lifetime. Let's cheapen some of your miracles. And hoard these 2 bones. We're under attack. Okay, they might actually win this one for once. We fight to the bitter end, boys. So far they only had like sword units left at the bottom right castle, or bottom left castle. Enemy will win on their next turn. Trust me, I'm aware. Alright, we take Rex because he's literally the only person who allows us to move. Get him. Alright, it's still just these 3 guys. Alright, it's no longer immediate risk of losing, just a high chance of it. Okay, yeah, we lose. Unless they weren't prepared for the single humming bomber. Whatever, go my bomb burge. Yeah, apparently. Go, my child, and hold down the neutral. Do we win this? Bro had the Mario plus Rabbids high ground damage bonus. We're getting all the value out of muster that we can. Yeah, we actually don't survive this. This is just like Rock on Island. Where does Bro get all of these units from? Bye. Give me even cheaper recruits, so that I may seize the means of production. Our muster is beginning to go insane. Okay, I was not gonna lie, I was hoping that shield units would have a bit more defense. A skirmish. in engagement. I've got archers, so I can actually shoot my homing bombers down now. They're giving up. I don't know, I thought you guys had a pretty good thing going there. But, whatever you say. They had a lot of stuff to teleport around, looks like. Don't like the sound of that. Okay, they are looking like they are once again giving up. I don't know what they're cooking. I cannot smell what the rock is cooking. Bye-bye. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like that one episode of Billy and Mandy where Billy goes to the beach. If you've seen it, you know what I'm yapping about. Good job, shit idiot. You're too cowardly to win. Yeah. Perhaps the same could be said of me. Spam bot. More like I hope you rot. I love how it says possible ban evader, and instead of doing anything about it, it just lets the message go through anyway. Like, good job, website. One enemy units were killed. Alright, so they have 17 bows and counting. Honestly, I'm tempted to pray to Quetzal just for the, get the gift. But I should probably actually weigh my options. There'll be plenty of time for Quetzaling, assuming I don't immediately explode. Which is becoming more and more likely. I'm gonna run it. Mainly because I want to get some units from this middle castle up to that one on the top right. Assuming it remains empty, things might be pretty good for me. Anyway, I wonder which action I'm going to bless. That's 50 out of 50 gifts. You mean the enemies ran away like a bunch of cowards last time? I mean, yeah, that's also true. Yay. Yeah, I got all gifts. Okay, they have 38 archers now. They are still running away. They are so running away that they can't all leave at once. Bruh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, at this point, like, this is just kind of, it's just kind of sad. Alright, boys, square up. They are raising and running. Unfortunately, the fact that they're running implies that they might be running to the castle. Are shields immune to arrows? I think they are, but they still have, like, all those swordsmen, and they also have shield users. We are fucking under attack. Yeah, either shields are immune to arrows, or they're, like, take way less damage. Anyway, they're back to having 4 castles, so things are now rough. You know that meme? Yeah, it's unfortunate that it applies to my current living situation, but you do what you do. We're gonna hope and we're gonna pray. They're raising and running, baby. Okay, but we're still not winning. This is still like a... It's still a 3-castle game each. Alright, I have a plan. All of you, get in there. They have 21 extra units, so this might be a terrible idea, but we're going to continue with it anyway. Their reserves are actually rapidly depleting. Chat, are we doing it? The attack was successful. Okay, lightning strike. We are fucking under attack. Get down, Mr. President! Surprise attack worked. Yeah, my genius plan. Oh yeah. Okay, we might lose this skirmish. Get the humming bomber! Get the humming bomber! Get down! Get the humming bomber! Alright, it's back to being a forecastle game. We're gonna lose. Unless... Quetzal saved me. We're going to be stupid. It's like doing a high bid in Wind Waker. Sure, we've left a dent in our wallet, and by our wallet I mean that other castle, but... Wow, you lose. They're praying the Rex down so they can move. Get out of there! Run! Honestly, I'm surprised that that mage survived a single bomb. Wow, those mages are completely useless. To be fair, I'm setting them to flee. But they're useless in terms of how slow they move, that's for sure. Let me seize the means of production. I would try moving a mountain, but I'm pretty sure they got mountain moved like 7 years ago, so I don't think that's going to help me. Sexy Rexy, help me out. Means of production. Trylock, save me. Win next turn if you can hold, but I'm sure they're about to shore up on me. Yeah, we are fucking under attack. Alright, it's back to being a 3-3 game. Yeah, mustering isn't that good anymore because they've raised literally everything I own. I have nothing left except Spider-Man. It would give us a diagonal move, though. 21 enemy units were snowed in. That's decent knowledge. Alright, it's through mountain surprise attack. I was wondering if it was diagonal surprise attack. .30 enemy units were snowed in. They've taken over that mountain. It's Brontor, so they legally aren't allowed to move. They're spending a turn producing. Let's cheapen our miracles for our Trilock even further. Okay, not all of them. Alright, this might have been a terrible idea. Yeah, it was a terrible idea. Of course, I say that, and then they give up. A parting shot. What a bunch of wusses. Yeah, like, they could have easily handled that. Now, chances are they're probably about to immediately roll in with their 6 archers. You guys see how much those numbers just jumped up? Yeah, some are saying this. Don't worry, I have a plan. We're gonna bless the only action we're legally allowed to bless. And then we're gonna do that. Nobody there. We are fucking under attack. Go my surprise attack. Thanks, Stegnar baby. Rex done. You can only watch. Get down, Mr. President. Crud. Many are saying this. Swear this game's mages are dumb. I'm hitting the flee button. They're running away and they're not attacking because I'm setting them to flee. Well, that's a long time you have to hold before it starts going fast. Praying to Brontor. My units were snowed in. This is so sad. Sending our birds to freeze. We can only watch. Bless the only thing we can bless. Alright, square up. And get lost. Get lost. And we're broke, so we can't recruit. Gonna teleport in? Yes, they are. GG. It's not over till I say it's over. We're finding this out to the bitter end. Okay, bye. 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 They're probably just gonna come back with, they're gonna double it and give it to the next person. Yeah, like, somebody just teleported. Bless the only action we can bless. Feast upon seeds. Quetzal. Okay, they didn't actually double it and give it to the next person. Bye, 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 bye. Are they stupid? Yes. Empty. Still only one archer over there. Still just the 16 archers over there. Stegnar, so they're going to roll up, I bet. No, they're not. Bye. Pause. Trylock. Lightning. No, an actual skirmish. I foresee them running away in the future. No, they're committing to the bit. Okay, so what I'm getting from this is that the blue beaks are like Kailang. I don't expect anybody who is currently watching this stream to immediately understand that reference, but... No, now it's fun. Get him, humming bombers. Get his ass. Bruh. I may be stupid, but I'm also dumb. Kai fucking Lang? Okay, maybe one of us here gets it. Mass Effect Kai Lang? Okay. We win! You love how they all just shoot into the single shield like morons? But yes, I am in fact thinking about Kai Lang from Mass Effect. That fucking Party City ninja that I hate. GG. I'll be honest, I was not expecting to win that. We may have failed at Valbrace, but we succeeded a little bit at Avianos. I'm not going to actually do Trial 2 right now because it's getting late, but I want to see what it's going to have in store for us. The enemy already controls 2 castles. Okay, honestly, I'm honestly considering playing this because this looks like decent map gen. Wonder what's going through the shield head? Nothing. That's what the helmet's for, to protect what little brain they have. It's kind of sad, honestly. Take Rex down for early production. And some early units. My single swordsman. Man, this is so sad. More muster power. The enemy expands. Seize the means of production. Hurriedly run and claim this one castle before anything happens. Get some Quetzal action going. Cash in on early workers. All of you get in there. And we're broke. My units were snowed in. Interesting choice. I'm gonna make no bones about it. My units are struck by lightning. We're gonna get some cheap favor. Dang. I'm not the most worried about that because they have nobody over there yet, but it is kind of sad. And we're going to hold those 2 bones. Alright, it's Rexodon. They're rolling up. However, we have the high ground. We approach slowly. We're broke. We're broke. Brontor. We'll seize the means of production. We'll mildly increase our bone count by having more houses. And we're squaring up. Our two bowmen are holding down the neutral. This blue beak is getting stuck on the side of the castle. No, one of my bowmen! Alright, they're fortified up in there. Snowy day. We'll take the cheaper recruits. We'll throw birds in the snow because what have birds ever done for us? My singular swordsman was hit by lightning. We're going to do more trolling and more Brontor maxing. Fuck this guy in particular. Yeah. Rexodon. They're squaring up again. We can only watch. Alright, get him, boys. Uh-oh. It's okay, we have the high ground. Okay, they seem a lot less, quittery this time. On the bright side, there's only 4 units in there. You'd think they'd react the second one of them is seen, but nope. Get in there. Damn, this did not work out at all. These units are brain dead. Many such instances on both sides today. Enemy's gonna win on their next turn. Yeah, we're probably not bringing this one back. Appeal to the Celestial Council. Hey, it's the thing I was trying to trigger the first time I played this game. Huh? Yeah, it's a little Easter egg. What does that do? Nothing. It's just a little reference to one of the games that in-universe was made before UFO Soft. Before LX Systems, even. I'm pretty sure. An orphan reference. Not quite. Anyway, I'm pretty sure we just lose this. Yeah. Okay, what's the last thing that we got for our pig? It's a bird. The bird appears to have left immediately. You tried? Yeah. Yeah. A wise man once said, "It's getting late." That wise man's me. So let's see who's live. Yep. Have a good one. And don't worry, we're gonna raid out. We're not ending. Well, the stream's ending, but the night doesn't have to end. Looks like local friend of the stream, Dorp a Dorp, is live once again. Speedrunning some Ratchet & Clank Future. Tools of Destruction. We're gonna raid out to them. We're gonna admire little buddy's painting. We're gonna marvel at little buddy's golf skills. But thanks all for watching, for raiding, for lurking, for chatting, the usual stuff. Expect to see me in a week, where we once again cry about not being able to use our beautiful, beautiful rapier. And probably yell at stupid birds of both colors. So hey, there's the bird. And there it goes. Yeah, thanks for chilling. Peace out.